Good morning from Carriere Family Farms in Glen, California. We just received our most recent shipment report, and here we are again to share our thoughts and views on that report with you. So I'm going to let Josh start off with his view on in-shell.
Well, like we kind of expected, the in-shell market has been pretty slow. We're seeing the biggest fallbacks coming from India and Turkey. Turkey being one of the largest consumers last year of in-shell by far, has now fallen back by about 50% over last year. So that's a huge reduction out of Turkey. And then India is doing the same, if not more. So Turkey's imported a little bit of volume, where India's essentially said, we don't want any. So India's fallen back from last year about 89% year to date. So the in-shell market is just really struggling to see that demand and see things ship. So that's going to be a struggle for us, I think, going forward too.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think what we're going to see is the in-shell that we can't get shipped, that isn't purchased here in North America, is going to have to get shelled out, which may flood the kernel market. And while the kernel market isn't down as much as the in-shell market, it is still down. We did see gains for Canada for the month of December. We saw gains in Europe, of course, Japan, right. But Japan also had zero stocks, so that could be a part of their strong numbers. That being said, color is also something else we're struggling with just slightly this year.
Yeah, so looking at color from last year, which was already kind of a little bit darker than normal, we're seeing that even a little bit shade darker coming in from the field overall. Of course, we still can filter out and sort out the dark from the light kernel. So if you're buying Chandler, you still get Chandler, but it does make a bigger portion of the crop that we have left to sell, maybe a little bit more heavier on the combo side.
Correct. And, keeping in mind too, the USDA gives us a range to meet Chandler light expectations. And we're definitely not going to be at the top end of that light range this year. We'll be within range, but it just wasn't one of our best years for color overall, which has created, with lack of shipments, some very interesting spreads in the marketplace. So typically we can say, okay, everybody's within a dime or 2 dimes of this price for this type of product. And this year we've seen really large spreads between one packer to another packer. I think that might be dependent on their inventory and what they need to ship.
Yeah. So with the spreads and prices, with the shipping issues, with the delays caused by COVID, overall we're seeing shipments down by about 22% year to date. So that's kind of what we're kind of looking at. But going forward, it looks like we're gonna have a pretty strong new crop.
So far things have been great. We've received much more water historically that we need for this crop than we have in the past years. Snow looks great, and the chilling hours have been there. So with all of those conditions, we should be looking at a pretty healthy 2022 crop. And for those of you who are here in the United States or North America, or maybe we have some visitors coming from other countries, we look forward to seeing you at the PTNPA this weekend, and have a super day. If you have any questions or comments, please reach out by email. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Okay. Am I starting?
Who would you like?
I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Now.
It's really making hard choices.
Yeah.
Yeah, so pretty much all signs point to a really healthy, good 2020 walnut crop.
We're 2022.
About 2022.
To regenerate and...
Woo!
Amy, what were you saying?
Through an F, please reach out by email. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, and we'll be at the bar.